Hey, you guys, thank you for clicking on the video. And as promised, I have another vape review for you on the ESCO Bars brand vapes. A couple of people have been asking. I've been reading some of the comments. I had someone ask me about the snow cone ice. And that was kind of coincidental because I thought, wow, I just tried that one last week. I still have it. I didn't use it all the way. A lot of times I will move on to a new flavor. After about 3 days, I'll kind of get tired of one and move on to another. And then I'll keep that one because it still has a few pulls on it. I'll just kind of keep it and put it up as a backup. And so a lot of times I end up having 3 or 4 different flavors laying around. I'm sorry it's taken me a minute. I've been meaning to get a new review up for you guys who actually watch my vape reviews. I know I do a lot of different things here on my channel, and different people kind of come for different things. But, all right, well, let's get into it. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about 3 different ESCO Bar flavors, okay? I actually have a 4th that I could tell you about that I have tried in the last couple months that it's been since I've actually put out a vape review. But I have a special surprise for you in this video, okay? So stay with me. I'm going to review the first 2. Today we're going to talk about snow cone ice. Then we're going to talk about salted caramel, okay? Both of which I have tried in the last month. I'm going to tell you all about what I thought about those 2 flavors. And then I have a very special surprise for you. I have a 3rd ESCO Bar to introduce that I'm very excited about, okay? And this one is a different size. I guess these just came out recently. All I know is my older son had one, and I thought, wow, where did you get that? I need to go try it. Okay, so stay tuned through the video. We're going to cover the first 2 real quick, and then I'm going to show you the newest one that I have run across that's a totally different size. It's bigger. And I'm going to tell you all about what I think about it. I'm so excited, okay? All right, so let's get into the first 2, guys. And like I said, these are already used. I usually have a bunch of different flavors laying around because I'll buy one and I'll get about 3 days into it and I'll kind of get tired of that flavor and I'll want to move on to try another flavor. I did tell you guys that I do have one go-to flavor that I really prefer, and that one still remains to be the strawberry cream. I don't have one of those on me. They are black, and the strawberry cream to me still, out of all the ESCO Bar vapes, it's my top go-to favorite flavor that I can tolerate for days and days. It's not too high-pitched flavor or minty. It's not too off the wall, not too weak. It's just right for me. Nice and smooth and mellow. It's got just enough of a minty something going on with it. So anyway, but I haven't been able to find that one in quite some time because I moved. So yes, I'm having to get used to all new stores, and I'm going to track down my favorite one though very soon. All right, so I have been doing some other flavors recently. Okay guys, first of all, somebody asked me about the snow cone ice. That's the box. Looks just like that. And I did pick this one up a few weeks back, and I remember this one still has a few pulls left on it. It's not brand new or anything because I've already used it, but let's go ahead and pull it out. I did put it back in the package. I did put the caps back on it just for you guys, just for the review, so I could make sure to keep it in pretty good condition so I could show you guys. There's the packaging, of course. That's what ESCO Bar's packaging looks like. On this one, on the snow cone ice, it says fruit at the bottom, or frutia. Okay, some of the fruitier flavors, I think, say that on them. It also says that at the top of the box, but that's what it looks like. So that's the packaging, guys. And, of course, all the ESCO Bars are going to have plastic cap on the bottom, little rubbery, it's actually more rubbery top. You pull that off. Pull that off. It says ESCO Bars there. Tells you what flavor it is right there. Snow cone ice. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah. Anyway, the snow cone ice is white. This one's about to go out. Like I said, it's been used. But I really did like the snow cone ice. And I would buy it again. I would. It's not my favorite in the world, but I would definitely buy it again. It's nice. It actually, to me, does taste like a kind of like what a snow cone tastes like. Sorry, I don't have many pulls left on this. I told you guys it was going out. But that was nice for the entire time that I had it. It only had a couple pulls. I knew it was getting ready to go out, so I ended up moving on to a new flavor when I had this one. Kept it around. But you know how a snow cone is? I mean, they have all these different colors they can make you, and they have all these different flavors that they list. But after a minute, all snow cones kind of start to taste the same. They're just good. They're just fruity and good and sweet. That's kind of what this is like, okay? So I do recommend the snow cone ice for the person that asked me in the comments. That's what it looks like, and I liked it. It's not like the other menthol, the ice flavors that Escobar puts out. Some of those are really icy. They will really knock you down with that icy throat hit. I am a menthol person. I do love that icy throat hit, but some of them are just too icy. This one is not like that, okay? The snow cone ice is nice and mellow with a nice fruit flavor, and it's kind of a mellow icy. So that's another one that I really like, that's mellow, that I can tolerate, and that's what it looks like, okay, guys? That's the snow cone ice. All right, I'm going to put that one aside, but somebody asked me, so I just wanted to go ahead and get that up for you and tell you about that one. Okay, next up, you know my dog loves to play with these little rubber tips that come on the Escobars. It's crazy. My little Chihuahua, I will find him picking them up and putting them in his mouth and tossing them up in the air and running to catch them, tossing them this way and tossing them, and it's so hilarious. It's like he plays catch with himself. He loves little teeny weird things like this. It's crazy. All right, guys, let's move on. Salted caramel. Ooh. Now, I never thought I would try something like this. If you had asked me 6 months ago if I would try that, I would say, ooh, I'm interested in that flavor, but I don't know as far as a vape because I'm such a menthol person. I don't know if I would ever stray from the ice. So this was exciting for me. I saw it and I thought, you know what? I love salted caramel in real life and anything else. I really do. I love salted caramel cookies. I love that smell, that flavor. And I just thought, okay, let me try that. Let me just go out on a limb here and let's see what it's all about. All right, and again, this one is not brand new. I bought this one days and days ago. I used it until it started to weaken a little bit, and then I moved on. I kind of got tired of the flavor and was ready to move on. So here we go. It is black. I don't have the plastic packaging. I already got rid of that, but they all pretty much look the same. It's going to be the same way. It's going to come in the plastic packaging. You rip that up. It will have a plastic little rubber tip here. You remove both of those. Someone was kind enough to give me some feedback and tell me that it really helps keep the flavor, retain the flavor. If when you're not using your Escobar vape, keep your rubber tip on the top. I don't know about keeping them both on there, if he meant that, but this person did say if you put your rubber tip back on when you're not using it, it helps to retain some of the flavor. So that might be a thing. It might be something you want to try. But here we are with the salted caramel. It's black. I love the shiny black ones. Strawberry cream, my all-time favorite, is black like this with pink writing. This one's good, okay? The flavor is hard to describe. People have extreme reaction to the salted caramel. I've had family members that have tried it. And when I mention it to them, they go, ugh. You know, this one, it really is salted caramel, you guys. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. People that were in the room with me when I was puffing on it or vaping would tell me, they smell maple pancakes. They smell maple syrup. Some people described it as a coffee smell. from the vape. So it's kind of along those lines. Some people say it kind of tastes like coffee. To me, the salted caramel is really, it's definitely not icy, okay? You're not going to get that ice. You're not going to get that cooling throat hit, icy sensation if you're looking for that. You're not going to get that with salted caramel, but it's not terrible. I actually do like the flavor. Now, would I go back and buy it again? Probably not, because I do like the more fruitier flavors. But this salted caramel, some people out there may just love it. It really does taste kind of like maple syrup in a way, or hazelnut coffee, or it really is salted caramel. I mean, it's just that flavor. I don't really know what else I can say about it. It does have a nice throat hit, but it's very different, okay? If you're used to fruity, woo, you're used to icy, you're definitely in store for a surprise with salted caramel. You're not going to get any of that. It's definitely not fruity. It's definitely not icy. But I think it's a nice flavor. I like the salted caramel if I'm really in the mood for that, if I'm just completely burned out on fruit. And that can happen when we're vaping. You know, that may happen. You may do fruit so long and just really get tired of it, but want something different. And if you do, I would suggest the salted caramel. It's pretty nice, okay? And that's the box. That's what the box look like. They all come with the plastic wrapper. And as we have discussed before, they all say 5% nicotine. And we've talked about it in other videos, how these, you know, how I'm always careful. I don't want to get too much nicotine with anything. So these always, I have not had any problems with these making me feel weird. Or anything like that, too jittery. Some people do report that they get a strong nicotine buzz off of these. Now, I've been a smoker for 30 years. I was a chain smoker. I always had a cigarette in my hand. I'm probably used to a high content, a high volume of nicotine every day. Then when I switched over to these, I have to keep this damn thing in my hand all the time. And I haven't noticed any jitters, but I do know that if I put this thing down, like if I'm at work or I get really busy for, say, a whole entire hour, maybe 2 hours, and I don't get to hit this, oh yeah, if I pick this thing up after a couple hours, you best bet, take a couple strong pulls on it, woo, yes, it is going to give you a nicotine buzz. It's going to knock you on your ass, like, wow. Okay, I'll just go ahead and tell you that now. But for me, I've always got it in my hand. My job, I'm self-employed. I can grab it when I want. It keeps me from grabbing a cigarette. I crave these far more now than I do those nasty cigarettes with all that ash and smoke and combustion and stank. And I'm glad. You know, and eventually one day, maybe I'll taper down off of these to a lower nicotine or no nicotine or nothing at all. But for the time being, if this is what it takes to keep all that nasty, stinking cigarette smoke off of me, even doctors have said these are 95% better of an alternative than regular cigarette smoking, then this is what I'm going to keep in my hand, okay? But yeah, that's the salted caramel for you. I recommend it as a nice flavor that is definitely a break from the more fruity, icy, because not everyone likes fruity flavors. Not everyone likes icy menthol. There may be people out there that are looking for something just like this, and it is kind of going to be a cross between a coffee, maple syrup, kind of taste and smell. Okay, that's kind of what that's going to be like. Again, all the ESCO bars have a nice satisfying throat hit. They're going to give you what you need, and you know, you're not going to want to smoke a cigarette with these. So that would be the snow cone ice and the salted caramel for you guys. Now, okay, as promised, it's time for the big surprise. The brand new ESCO bar, a new size, and flavor that I have found that I absolutely love, okay? Dun, 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 dun. Woohoo! I am excited. This one, I don't know when exactly they came out with the bigger ones. They may have been having these all year. I don't really know. Maybe I just wasn't seeing them at the places I was going to. It seems like a few months back, I did see some bigger boxes of Escobars. It seemed like they had more pulls on it. But at that time, I just wasn't interested because I'm also a person who, I get very particular about the weight and the feel of something. And I really like the feel of these Escobars. I like that they're, small and round. I do not like a big fat ass vape. That's one thing that I would get sick and tired of. I see people with these big rigs and these big, I just wouldn't, not for a smoker like me. I need something that's small, that's, and you really get used to the size on the vape. I like it that these are small and thin. I wish they were a little bit thinner, but that's something I'm kind of addicted to, I'll say, or it's something that I'm used to and attached to, is the size on this. It's just like a little pin. It's easily concealed. You can just kind of stick it down in your pocket, pull it out when you need to. Your hand kind of covers it up. So that's one thing I do like about these. But let's look at this. I am excited about this one. And it wasn't until my son brought one in that I got the idea in my head to go ahead and maybe I'm overlooking something here. Maybe I should go ahead and try one of the bigger ones. So like I'm saying, I don't know how long they've had these actually out on the market. It could have been a while now, and I'm just catching up to this fact. But for me, this is brand new. This one has 5,000 puffs, okay? These are 2,500 puffs. These typically last me almost right at 4 days. But I am a 30-year regular smoker and a chain smoker, unfortunately. I'm not proud of that, but that's what it was. I always had a cigarette in my hand. I was getting up to 2 packs a day. So these may last you a week. Different people report different things. I know people that these actually last them for 5 or 6 days. So that's nice if that's for you. But for me, sometimes 3 days. Sometimes right at 4 days. That's what I'm going to get out of the 2,500 puffs. And I'm paying $16.50 plus tax, right under $20 for this, for almost 4 days, okay? So do the math. I still think I'm saving some money, and it's better for me. All right, so this is 5,000 puffs, and it really wasn't that much more expensive than my 2,500 puff Escobar. All right, so let's take a look. This one is the flavor of peach pineapple. Yes, I saw them. I have moved, so I have a new store, a new tobacco store I'm going to, because I don't want to go to the big places like Vapor World. No, you're going to be paying about $30 for this at Vapor World. Don't go there. Go to your local tobacco stores, okay? Go to your local gas stations. Most places are starting to carry Escobar now at a lot cheaper price, depending on the neighborhoods, okay? So let's open this one up. It's not brand new. I just got it yesterday, so it is already open, but I really love it. Oh my God, okay, that's the paper. Just like all other Escobars, except this one is wider and flat. I'm going to show you. I've already opened it. This paper says Mega. Okay, on the 5,000 puff, it's going to say Mega. Let me put my glasses on here. What does it say? Pastel Cartel, as usual, and it says Mega. Okay, the Mega. Right there. 5,000 puffs. It says it on the side. Probably can't read that, but it is going to tell you that on your box, 5,000 puffs. And this one is also rechargeable. Yes. So let's take it out. Let's take a look at it. Like normal for Escobar. Look at that baby. Wow. Look at that. Peach pineapple. And oh my God, it's a wonderful flavor. I love it. Pastel Cartel. They all say that. Everything's backwards on the phone. I see that. Okay. Like normal for Escobar, yes, it's going to have little rubber piece there. You're going to take that off. The rubber tip cap. Get rid of that stuff. And let's hit it. I love this. I absolutely love this flavor. The peach pineapple, I highly recommend. I think it's going to be another one right behind strawberry cream. I told you guys about my love for banana ice. Those are my two absolutely top favorite. But I think I love this one more than banana ice. I think this is my new second favorite besides strawberry cream. This one may take strawberry cream's place. The peach pineapple is nice, okay? Now, I've tried the peach ice Escobar. Didn't like it so much. Way too peachy. Way too high-pitched. Too icy. Ugh. I didn't care for peach ice Escobar. But the peach pineapple, let me tell you right now, it's not what you may be scared away by too peachy. I'm a peach fan, but I don't like too peachy. This one is actually more pineapple-y. This one is more pineapple-y than it is peachy, okay? It's got a little bit of peach undertone to it, a little bit of peach flavor, but it's more pineapple, and it's very smooth. Now, it does not say ice, so it's not a high-pitched, cooling, icy sensation in the back of your throat. You're not going to get that because it doesn't say ice. It's not the more mentholy one, but it's kind of cooling to me. It kind of has that effect to it already. It doesn't need to say ice. It just doesn't have that extra ice, okay? So the peach pineapple flavor, I highly recommend this one. It's 5,000 puffs, so it's going to last you so many more days than the smaller Escobar. Such a nice flavor. Oh, I'm loving that. I think I found my new favorite besides strawberry cream. I could just tolerate this for days. It doesn't wear me out. I don't get tired of that flavor. And so, yeah. Now, it's not going to be the little pin or the little tubular size that I'm used to. But I can deal with this one because it's flat. I like that. See, that's about how thick it's going to get. I really like that. I don't like thick and round on a lot of those vapes. They're just, I don't like that. I either want it to be like the little pin, the little tubular shape, I'm used to that. Or I can deal with this flat size. I can deal with the flat. It feels nice. It feels okay in my hand. It doesn't feel like too much. I do not like big, thick, round vapes. I can't stand that shit, and that would cause me not to like this. But I do like the fact that they have made this new Escobar with the 5,000 puffs, the Mega Escobar. They have made it nice weight, nice feel, nice and flat. I can handle that. And it does have, as you can see at the bottom, it has a USB or a little pluggy thing. It does say it's rechargeable. Now, I've had vapes before that said that, and I've never tried that out to see what it does for the vape. Apparently, I'll have to research more into it. The vapes that say rechargeable, apparently as they start to run down, and start getting close to running out, apparently you can get the right size charger for them and plug them in, charge them up, and apparently it gives them a couple more days. That's what I've heard, but I'll look into it more for you guys, okay? But that's pretty much it, you guys. I know it's been a couple months or more since I've put out a vape review. I do have other content that I work on here. I've been moving. I've had a lot going on, but I've been reading some of your comments. I know you guys have been asking for some different flavors, so I wanted to go ahead and get this up for you guys. And so that's pretty much it. I thought you guys that don't know yet might be excited to know about the new 5,000 puff ESCO bar. And what it looks like, what it feels like, and go ahead and get started telling you about some of those flavors. They did have some different flavors of these out there, so you just kind of have to look around. But I'll tell you right now off the bat, peach pineapple, woo! If you're a fan of either one of those flavors, and I love the mellow pineapple, it's very, very nice. This is not overly peachy. It's not going to knock you down. It's not super, super icy, but it does kind of have a nice mellow cooling effect along with the smooth pineapple flavor. That's mostly what it tastes like to me. Lights up blue at the bottom. You can see that happening. The other ESCO bar does the same thing. But that's pretty much it, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews. That would be, we've talked about the snow cone ice. That one's a nice one. The salted caramel, which is way different from all the other fruity and icy flavors. That's if you want a break. If you're a coffee fan, maple syrup, it's kind of got that flavor and smell. Definitely satisfying though, and pretty damn tasty. Not my favorite, but it wasn't bad. But I like to stick towards the nice mellow fruit flavors, okay? And I'm really excited about this one. And really, I didn't pay much more than I would pay for the 2500 puff. I found a new tobacco store where I have moved to, and they charge $16.50 for these, for the 2500 puff. So I end up paying about $18 and some change for that size. And this one yesterday was $21.95, I think, and I ended up paying $23 and some change for this. And doing the math, if the 2500 puff lasts me almost 4 days, this is 5,000 puffs. This is 2,500 more puffs. Shit. This ought to last me well over a solid week. This ought to go into almost 8 days. I won't have to worry about anything. I will not have to go buy another vape. This is going to be a good deal. This is a good investment. Can't beat it for 23 bucks. Now, I don't know how much they'll be in your area. I would definitely say avoid the vape shops, specialty vape shops and shit like that. My son told me he paid $30 for this. I was like, no way. Wow. I don't want to pay 30 bucks for any disposable vape. But not true. You can find these at your local tobacco stores, your smaller tobacco stores, gas stations, things like that. Just always make sure you're buying them from a reputable place. Do your research. Take a look at your packaging. Be safe. Make sure before you leave the store there's nothing wrong with your vape. It's not leaking in the bag. I've had one of those before. Make sure that it hits well. There are numbers on here that you can call if you have any problems and things like that. Okay, guys? So that's going to wrap it up for this review. I'm just so excited about this. It's just so brand new to me. I'm getting used to it. I love it. I'm going to be experimenting with other flavors of the big mega 5,000 puff ESCO bar. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in to my reviews and my videos. Again, my videos are for educational purposes only and for people of legal vaping and smoking age. I'm not advising anyone to do anything or saying these are healthy for you. I'm just saying for me personally, they are a much safer and healthier alternative to keep me off of 30 years of smoking regular cigarettes, and I enjoy them. They really help me out a lot, guys. So thanks for tuning in, okay? I'll see you next time.